I think we need to talk about the F word. This word makes people nervous. It's a word no one likes to hear, and yet it's a word we've all been called by at this point. That word is failure. It's quite funny how that word carries so much weight, isn't it? You hear it in school, you hear it in sports, you hear it in business. And every time you hear it, it sounds like the end of the world. Hi, my name's Arianna, and I'm here to talk about how failure leads to a path of success. But my question is, what even is failure? Some say it's not winning. Some say it's not achieving your goals. And some say it's falling short. But if that's what failure means, then did Thomas Edison fail 1,000 times? Did Michael Jordan fail when he got cut from his high school basketball team? Did Steve Jobs fail when he got fired from his own company? Or did they just fall before they rose? Or did they rise, but we saw it as falling because we're too quick to judge? This man invented the light bulb. But before he did that, do you know what happened? He failed 1,000 times. At least that's what people thought. But Edison, he didn't see it that way. He famously said, "I have not failed 1,000 times. I have successfully found 1,000 ways it does not work." Imagine if you had stopped at failure 99 or failure 999. We'd all be sitting in the dark right now, blaming the cat for things it didn't do. Oh, and personally, I respect the man, not only for inventing the light bulb, but for giving the perfect excuse to every single student, lazy, like me, to not get their homework done on time. "Oh, sorry, miss, I haven't failed my assignment. I've just found 10 ways not to do it." Now, imagine high school Jordan walks up with confidence to the team notice board, scans for his name on the basketball team list. But his name wasn't there. Imagine being Michael Jordan and not making your high school basketball team. That's like telling a fish it can't swim. He went home and cried his little heart out. But instead of giving up, he practiced longer, trained harder, and used every rejection as a motivation. Years later, a reporter asked him, "How did you become so great?" He replied, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." You're building a company from the ground up. You put your hard work, your passion, everything you care about into that company. Then imagine that company turns around and fires you. That's exactly what happened to Steve Jobs. He was the co-founder of Apple. But then, one day, Apple basically told him, "Yo, Steve, you're great and all, but as Donald Trump would say, you're fired." Ouch. But instead of quitting, he went and created Pixar. Yes, the studio that created one of our most favorite and famous animated films till today. Then, Apple realized the biggest mistake they had made was firing Steve Jobs. So, they begged him to come back. The result? Well, there's the iPhone, the iPad, the Apple revolution. Steve once said, "Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Failure isn't real. It's just a setback before the comeback. Now, enough about the legends. Let me share my experience and how it motivated me. The 50% student. Moving from 5th grade IB to 6th grade IGSE is quite tough. With the new curriculum and 9 new subjects, I became a 50% student for my first class test. The kind where the teacher doesn't even have to do the math. They just know it's half right, half wrong. A perfect 50%. But then, one day, I walked up to the mirror and asked myself, Arianna, what if you actually tried? What would happen? So, I made a plan to study harder and work smarter, and made the most daring decision of my life. You won't believe it, guys. I read the textbook. That's right, I read the textbook. I gave up endless hours of watching funny cat videos just to study. Painful, I know. But then, suddenly, 50% turned into 70, 80, even 90% in most subjects. I realized anything I set my mind and heart to, I can achieve anything. Now let's switch it up from academics to the sporting life. The bench warming footballer, aka me. Most people think it's cool to win an under-13 state championship with the professional club. I don't think they know the pain I went through to get there. When I joined Camp FC Juniors, I thought I was the next Messi Ronaldo at age 11. I don't think my coach thought so. For 4 straight matches, I warmed the bench so well. Now I think about it, I should have charged rent. Finally, I got my chance. 5 minutes on the field, and let's just say the only thing I scored was a view of my teammates playing. I think I should add professional clapper to my resume. But instead of playing the old same 5 minutes, I decided I should do better than I was yesterday. So, I woke up at 4:30 a.m. to train and practice 2 extra hours before every match, just to prove to my coach I can do better. And when I finally got my chance, I didn't just play, I dominated. And from then on, I was in the starting lineup. Failure isn't real. It's just your ticket to proving everyone wrong. Now, I think we've heard enough about failure to understand how much pain, despair, and sadness it causes. I want to remove failure out of my dictionary and my life. I hope this sets an example for all of you too, to remove failure out of yours as well. Gone. Failure is out of my dictionary, as it should be for you. Failure isn't real, but success, that's on us. Thank you.